Welcome to the Hawaii Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Hawaii. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. And first up is Cal Poly University San Luis Obispo.
Aloha, my name is Carrie-Ann Matsuda from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about the school. I'm the regional admissions manager for Hawaii. I'm actually based on Oahu. I'm born and raised on Oahu, and I moved back just recently to talk about Cal Poly and share the experiences with you. I wanted to start off by letting you know where we're located. We're located in San Luis Obispo, which is halfway between San Francisco and LA. And we're located in a Central Coast location. So the ocean is about 10-15 minutes away, and mountains and hiking is just right in our backyard. We're in a college town, so there's about 50,000 people in San Luis Obispo, and half of them are students. So you'll see a lot of college-age students in the area. We've also been ranked best in the West for a master's public level university because of our location, as well as our learn by doing philosophy, where you'll be able to jump into your major starting day one and work with the upside down blended curriculum, which will be your major courses and some general courses at the same time, starting on your very first day. A lot of things are hands-on, so you'll get that hands-on experience in your classrooms with your clubs and organizations, and you'll have all that great opportunity. We have over 64 majors and 90 minors for students to choose from. So you'll be able to hopefully find a major that suits you. Our campus life, we have over 400 clubs and organizations. We have a Hawaii club. We have fraternities and sororities. We have a lot of just basic interest clubs. We also have Division I sports, and about every year we have at least one athlete recruited from Hawaii. So that's something great to know. We do have housing on campus available for our students. All freshmen live on campus. And we also have some for continuing students as well. I wanted to share a little video with you showing Learn by Doing and about San Luis Obispo as well.
How you start each new day says a lot about you. At Cal Poly, we begin as we always have, by putting knowledge into action. We call it Learn by Doing. And for more than a century, we've made this idea the center of everything we do. We believe that experience is part of the curriculum. We don't see any difference between education and the real world. We know that it's the best way to learn and keep learning for the rest of our lives. So when we begin our day, we dive right in, head first and hands-on, because we're not satisfied to sit on the sidelines of our own education, and we know that if we want to make an impact on our world tomorrow, we have to put in the work today. If at first we don't succeed, we rework, rearrange, reimagine, redesign, rethink, rebuild, and refuse to give up. Because our state, our nation, and our world need us to be ready from day one, to take what we learn by doing and use it to help build a brighter future. How you start each day says a lot about you. How you spend your day says even more about how you'll start your career and how you'll live your life. Because it's one thing to be ready one day, and it's quite another to be ready day one.
So that's just a quick overview of Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, our Learn by Doing experiences. We do have a lot of things online, virtual campus tours, college-specific tours, and our housing tours, sorry. And there's a link there that you can get to all of that great virtual tours. Also, I wanted to let you know that our application for fall 2022 opens on October 1st and ends on November 30th. Because we're part of the California State University system, we're using that application, the calstate.edu/apply application. We're going to be looking at your coursework, your GPA. We are going to be test blind for fall 2022. We're not sure about after that yet. We will also look at some non-cognitive variables, such as extracurricular activities and work experience with your application, if you decide you want to apply. So please stay connected. We have our YouTube channel, we have Instagram. Our Hawaii Club has their Instagram page at CP Hui O Hawaii. And if you wanted to learn a little bit more about Cal Poly, I'm going to have an open high school visit on Monday, April 26th at 4 p.m. Hawaii time. So if you are interested in joining me to learn a little bit more about Cal Poly, please feel free to do so. My contact information is there on the bottom, and I will put into the chat in just a bit. Thank you for coming today and hearing about Cal Poly.
Excellent, thank you so much. Our next presentation is from Northern Arizona University.
My apologies. You would think a year and 2 months into the pandemic, I would have learned how to use Zoom, but 1 second. Okay, there we are. Thank you so much for your patience. My name is Tyler Sigler. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions with Northern Arizona University. Like Terry Ann, I am regionally based in Hawaii. I live in Oahu, downtown. So I actually apologize if you hear any fires or sirens during the presentation. I happen to live next to the Central Fire Station, which has made working virtually interesting. Northern Arizona University is located in Flagstaff, Arizona. We are in the cool part of the state, quite literally. We are the only city in the state of Arizona to never hit 100 degrees. In fact, if we hit 90 degrees, we're pretty sure we're going to die. We don't know what to do with that kind of heat. We live at 7,000 feet at the base of the San Francisco Peaks, so we get to experience all 4 seasons. That does include winter. We are actually one of the snowiest cities in the country, receiving on average about 100 inches of snow every year. What we don't get is all 100 inches at the exact same time. I know students from warm weather climates often imagine this avalanche of snow coming down the mountain. Definitely not how it works. Just like it can be sunny and rainy here on the islands, it can actually be sunny and snowy in Flagstaff. Our major sidewalks on campus are even heated, so we never have to worry about ice and snow buildup. We are about 2 hours north of Phoenix. We do have an airport in Flagstaff. Both United and American fly into it. Though if you travel the same way that I do, I'll actually take the Hawaiian Airlines flight into Phoenix and then get on the Groom Transportation Shuttle, which picks you up right outside your airline terminal and quite literally drops you off on campus. So very easy to get there. Very much an outdoor-oriented community, hiking, biking, skiing, snowboarding, all within 15 to 20 minutes. One of the hiking trails in Flagstaff actually goes right through campus. The university itself, we are the smallest public university in the state of Arizona, but we are by no means a small university. We still have just shy of 22,000 students on our campus coming from all 50 states, a little less than 40% coming from out of state, Hawaii being our number 4 state where our students come from. We have 9 different academic colleges, 97 undergraduate majors for you to choose from, including our exploratory program for students who may be undecided or undeclared. We are a little unusual for a residential campus in that we don't actually require that you live on campus, though we do strongly recommend it. 90% of freshmen live on campus. Your life moving 3,000 miles away from home will just be easier if you live on campus. There are 23 residence halls on campus, 12 of which are for our freshman students, 25 dining locations, everything from Starbucks to Pizza Hut to Denny's to Chick-fil-A to Qdoba to Pizza Hut and Jamba Juice. You won't go hungry when you're on campus, I can promise you that. More than 400 different clubs and organizations, Division I athletics playing in the Big Sky Conference, with the exception of women's swimming and diving, still Division I, but plays in the Western Athletic Conference. Free tutoring, professor's office hours required, fraternity and sorority life, sort of that very traditional university that many people imagine when they're trying to decide where it is they're hoping to go to college. The admissions process at NAU, very simple and straightforward. We are a rolling admissions university, which means in part that we don't really have a deadline other than May 1st of your senior year. Please do not wait until May 1st of your senior year to apply, though some students do every year. We encourage you to apply during the fall semester of your senior year. That will help to ensure you don't miss any other priority dates or deadlines. We do not require essays, we do not require letters of recommendation, and we are test score optional. This was true well before COVID, but since it's become nearly impossible for most students on the islands to take the exams, just know we do not require them for admissions. If you choose to send them to us, they could help you, but they will never hurt you. So what we are looking for is how well you do in the 16 core courses, those 16 classes that you see listed on the screen. For the second language courses, please note that we absolutely accept Hawaiian as that second language that you need to take while you are in high school. As a student from Hawaii, if you are admitted to NAU, you will automatically receive the WUI or Western Undergraduate Exchange tuition rate. No GPA requirement, no test score requirement, no limits to the number of students who can receive the scholarship, no GPA requirement. You're from Hawaii, you're admitted to NAU, you get WUI, period. Additionally, your application to NAU is really a two-in-one application. It's your application for admissions, of course, but also your application for scholarships. If you have between a 3.0 and a 3.49 GPA, you'll receive an additional $5,000 per year on top of your WUI tuition discount. And if you have a 3.5 or higher, you'll receive the WUI Gold Scholarship, an additional $6,000 per year on top of your WUI tuition discount. Just yesterday, it was finally announced that the tuition rate that you see here will be locked in for a third consecutive year. So just note, tuition has not gone up in 3 years. This is your WUI tuition rate, though of course, those scholarships can help lower those expenses. And while tuition is the single largest expense of going to college, it is not your only expense. So we want to be upfront and apparent with all those additional expenses. If you do have additional questions, please reach out to me. My contact information on the screen, though I will also put it in the chat. We do have some virtual visit opportunities, a virtual tour, and I will be hosting additional NAU specific information sessions on April 11th and 25th. So please reach out to me for those links. Thank you all so much. Have a great afternoon.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And next up is the University of Hawaii at Hilo.
Thank you. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Hey, hello everyone. My name is Keola, admissions counselor for University of Hawaii Hilo. I was born and raised in Hilo, and I'm here to talk about one of your local home institutions. Hilo is a small, comprehensive regional university located on the Big Island of Hawaii and is located in the small rural town of Hilo. Hilo is home to around 3,100 students. We have a 12-to-1 student-faculty ratio and an average class size of 19 students. Big Island of Hawaii is known for its biographical diversity. We have 10 of the world's 14 different climate zones, which allow their students to have the ability to have hands-on learning opportunities and actual environments that they'll be learning about in the classroom. Hilo is home to one of the most ethnically diverse student bodies in the entire nation. Our students travel from around the world to study in Hawaii due to its unique learning opportunities and to affordably study in a place that is completely different from home at a competitive rate. We're home to 6 different colleges, and we offer around a total of 50 different degrees, graduate and undergraduate. One is the College of Arts and Sciences. The purpose is to offer traditional arts and science subjects, particularly those with special relevance to Hawaii. The college offers programs in social sciences, humanities, and the performing arts. Academic and Health Sciences College provides practical and high-quality education that provides you to pursue careers or graduate work. Each program would include seminars, senior capstone projects, or internship opportunities to connect the students with their futures. The programs are also designed to connect students to practical hands-on experiences in the actual environments that they're learning about outside the classroom. There's a lot of opportunities. You'll have a class and a lecture for a lab work, and then you'll have lab work on the weekends that take you to the location somewhere in Hawaii that will actually allow you to practice what you're learning in class. Both of these colleges offer a select group of high quality professional and professional programs. These pathways are designed to prepare you to graduate on time in one of our own degrees, things like nursing or College of Pharmacy, or it'll prepare students to continue their education after graduating from Hilo in the graduate school of their choice. Okay. The College of Agriculture strives to prepare students for a broad and full understanding of basic factors involved in production, management, marketing, and services in the field of agricultural sciences. We have facilities both on and off campus that provide students with hands-on opportunities, prepare for immediate careers in ag, or future graduate study in things like veterinary services or other work. I've included some photos of both of our off-campus facilities here. You'll see the ag farm, which is located in Paneva. It's where some of our students work with farm animals, and they have beekeeping courses and the beekeeping club. It's not uncommon for students to leave their beekeeping courses with actual jars of honey they cultivate themselves. Next, you'll see our Pacific Aquaculture and Coastal Research Center that's located in Keaukaha. It's around maybe a 5-minute drive away. You'll see some examples of our students working in some of the facilities there. You have the opportunity as an undergrad to work in both of these facilities. And if you're looking into going in the pre-vet track, you actually get to work with domestic and farm animals as an undergraduate student before going on to veterinary school. Next is our College of Business Economics. We're one of only 2 AACSB accredited business administration programs in the state of Hawaii. All of our classes are taught by faculty with advanced degrees. They all have experience professionally in what they're teaching. It is very uncommon for you to follow the same faculty for all 4 years of your time at Hilo in the program, even with the same students. It builds that personal connection, that networking opportunities with the school, and they provide great letters of recommendation once you graduate. We also have close relationships with all the local business communities, which opens up a lot of opportunities for great internships and job experiences. We also have a College of Hawaiian Language, is the home to our Hawaiian Studies and the Linguistics General Study program. There's various graduate opportunity programs you can do. It's great for a lot of students that want to teach in Hawaii, especially if you want to be a Hawaiian immersion teacher. There's a specific graduate program that allows you to learn more and then get back in Hawaiian community. Last but not least is our College of Pharmacy. You can have a 6-year track to earn your doctorate and then graduate from Hilo with your PharmD degree, or there's an 8-year track to get a bachelor's as well as a graduate degree. Freshman admissions for fall 2021 and 2022, 2.7 cumulative academic GPA. ACT, SAT scores are not required as long as they meet that cumulative GPA. We'll only ask for it if it's below. And then there's 4 units of English, 3 units of math, 3 units of science, as well as 7 college prep electives. For in-state students in Hawaii, tuition is around $7,000 for the full year, will not change for all 4 years. And then last but not least, we do have on-campus facilities. If you're interested in living in a classic freshman dorm, apartment style dorms, as well as adjoining suite style dorms for students. Last but not least, we also are a D2 PAC-West school. These are all of the sports for Hilo. I've run out of time. Here's our contact information, and I'll also link some more in the chat. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. And next up is Reed College.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Grace Fisher. I'm an associate dean of admission at Reed College in beautiful Portland, Oregon. And to start, we're a little bit different from some of the other schools that you've been hearing about. We're a small liberal arts and sciences college. We're a private institution, which means there's no difference between in-state and out-of-state. When I say that we're a liberal arts and sciences college, that means that we're a school that focuses on giving you an education that is both broad, exposing you to a lot of different ways of thinking about the world, as well as deep, going really deeply into one particular field that you're really interested in, your major. We have about 1,400 students, 160 faculty, and our focus is on a really intimate classroom education where you will usually be in a room of about 15 people. You'll be addressing your professor by their first name and vice versa. And instead of having a very hierarchical teacher to student relationship, our relationships are more like senior scholar, junior scholar. The types of people who come to Reed are people who are really excited about that, who love learning and want to be around other people who love learning as much as they do, who see learning as this lifelong quest and want college to be the next step on that quest. We are well known for a lot of different majors. Our biggest ones are English, psychology, and biology. We have some very strong environmental studies programs, math, philosophy. And our students after Reed They go on to PhD programs at the 4th highest rate in the country. So if you love learning so much you want to do it for the rest of your life, that's what draws a lot of people here. Some other highlights of Reed, we have a unique grading system where you receive traditional letter grades, but in your day-to-day life, you don't see them without asking. So instead, you're focusing on feedback, on making your work the best it can be, instead of thinking about what number you're getting on your assignments. Every student will also do a one-on-one research project with their professor in their senior year. So either research or creating some sort of creative work. So you also come out of Reed not just having ticked the boxes for all classes, but really having produced a piece of knowledge or a piece of art or theater or music that did not exist until you thought of it. Outside of the classroom, Reed is really known for being an environment that cares very deeply about inclusivity. All of our student groups are open to anyone who wants to join. There's no varsity sports, just club sports and intramural. And there's also no fraternities and sororities. So you can come to Reed and go deep into the things you already love, whether that's outdoors or the radio station or even circus arts. And you can try new stuff. Circus arts, very often new to people, rugby, whatever it might be, and not worry about having never done something before. Do that self-discovery stuff that you're supposed to be doing in college. We really benefit from being in Portland. Portland is a beautiful city with a lot of sort of outdoors opportunity and culture. The Reed campus itself is in a little quiet part of Portland, 5-block walk to a cool neighborhood and a 15 to 20-minute bus ride downtown or some of the other cool places around the city. The other highlight of our student life, I would say, is a strong degree of student control. We let our students decide a lot about how their experience works, from how clubs are funded, how student activities money is used. We are often rated as having the most active student government in the country. So that's another thing that if you are really excited about being at a college where you can influence what happens, even up to the level of hiring the professors and hiring the president, that's another strong tradition at Reed of student control. And if this is sounding interesting to you, we have a lot of options right now to visit virtually, from information sessions, tours, live with students walking around the campus. Plenty of panels and class visits are coming up soon too. And hopefully in-person visits sometime later in the year. As well as that, things to know about applying. We are test blind, which means not only do you not have to submit test scores, we actually won't look at them. We don't have an application fee, so it's totally free to apply. And what we're looking for, there's no particular minimum GPA, minimum test score, anything like that. We practice holistic review, and for us that means we're looking for students who show that they are doing well in the classroom and are excited to dive into Reed's challenging academic programs, but also students who are doing good in their communities, whether that's leading student groups at school, whether that's having a job to help out the family with bills or caring for relatives, working on research, whatever you're interested in. We're just excited to see that you are thoughtful and caring member of your community, because when you're one of 1,400 people, we really want to make sure that everyone in that community is excited to participate, enrich, lift each other up. Finally, Reed is one of the more expensive schools in the country. However, we are also one of about 40 or 50 schools in the country that guarantees to meet full demonstrated financial aid. That means that whatever is the difference between the cost of attendance and what your family can afford, that is your financial aid package. And to learn more, keep an eye on the chat, and I will drop in some links and information. Thanks very much.
Great, thank you. And next up is Concordia University, Irvine.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just going to pull up my PowerPoint. Awesome. My name is Tamara Oseguera. I am one of the admissions counselors at Concordia University in Irvine, California. And this is just a beautiful overview of our campus. So to give you just some general information about us, Concordia was established in 1976. We have an undergraduate population of about 1,500 students, so definitely on the smaller side in comparison to some of the colleges that have presented here today. Really get that kind of personalized learning and small class sizes. Being a small school, we do offer a wide range of major, minors, and programs, so over 140 major, minors, and programs to choose from as an incoming student. Our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. In your lower division general education classes, it'll be anywhere from 15 to 20 students. And then in your upper division classes, speaking as a former alumni, I had classes as small as me and like 9 other students. So definitely really intimate learning environment. And then again, we're located in beautiful Irvine, California. To go a little bit deeper in terms of our academics, our top 5 majors in terms of popularity are business, biology, psychology, liberal studies, which is our teaching program, and kinesiology. I would definitely encourage you to visit our website at cui.edu/academics for a full list of our academic programs. It's a really great page on our website that offers a deeper look at a couple of the majors that you might be interested in, including alumni stories, faculty profiles, and a full list of the curriculum of the major that you might be interested in. We are a Christian university, so we actually are part of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Our students are offered chapel daily, every day except Wednesday, actually, from 10:30 to 11. And as faculty and staff, we invite our students to attend, but you are not required to log chapel hours. We have things like small group Bible studies. We offer mission trips for our students, and we encourage, again, students to participate in those, but they are not mandatory. From a religious standpoint, the only thing that is mandatory is that theology is included in our general education. And so every student will be required to take theology courses every year that they're at Concordia as a student. Campus life. So it's been a little bit different this year due to COVID, but typically our campus is consistently buzzing with on-campus events, and you often see our students out with smiling faces and participating in a number of different things. We have over 50 different clubs and student organizations on campus, so a ton of ways to get involved depending on what you're interested in. We offer intramural sports every fall and spring, both men's and women's, and some are also co-ed opportunities. So that's a great way to be able, if you're not an athlete with us, to be able to use our athletic facilities and get involved in that way. We are an NCAA Division II school. So I like to say we have all the major sports outside of football. But if you go to cuieagles.com, that is our athletic website where you can see a full list of all of the athletic teams that we offer for both men and women. There's also a recruitment form that you can fill out there. So if you are interested in possibly being an athlete with us and receiving a potential scholarship, you'll want to fill out that recruitment form probably when you're filling out your application. We do have a ton of co-curricular involvement. These that are listed here, music, theater, and then forensics, or just speech and debate team, we offer scholarships in. If you'd be interested in applying for a scholarship to any of these opportunities, you would do so on our website. You can actually just type in music scholarship, theater scholarship, or forensic scholarship, and then it will take you right to the interest form that you need to complete to get that process started. So to apply, it's pretty straightforward at Concordia. We accept the Common App, or we have our own application on our website at cui.edu/app. It's also on the main page of our website, so you can't miss it. In addition to your application, we only need unofficial transcripts from you. So you can actually send in either a PDF or a screenshot copy of your high school transcript to your admissions counselor, and they can get those added to your file. We will be test optional for fall 2021. Beyond that, it'll just kind of be on a yearly case-by-case basis. So we'll be evaluating that yearly. But outside of your application and your unofficial transcripts, that's all we need from you. There's no letter of recommendation required. There's no statement of faith required. If you'd like to submit those items, you're encouraged to, but it's not mandatory. And then once we get those pieces from you, you typically receive an admissions decision within 1 to 2 weeks from your admissions counselor. In terms of financial aid, I know this is always a concern for students when they're looking at a private university, but the good news is that Concordia offered over $58 million in financial aid this past year. 100% of our students will receive financial aid in some form. And so I always tell students, you don't know what a private education is going to cost you until you actually get your financial aid package. So I definitely encourage you, even if financial aid is a concern, to submit your application and go through that process. We have scholarships in those co-curriculars, we have grants available, and then we do offer financial aid appointments to kind of walk you through the process and make sure you understand what exactly is your costs would be. These are our academic scholarships. There's full tuition opportunities if you're an honor student, and then the freshman scholarships are ranging anywhere from 10 to 19,000 based on your high school GPA. We have virtual opportunities for you to come visit us, so I encourage you to head to our website to do that. And then I am actually filling in for Adam Bansmer, who is our Hawaii counselor, so his contact information is located at the bottom of this slide, and I will also put it in the chat, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to him directly. Thank you so much.
Excellent, thank you. And our next presentation is from Point Loma Nazarene University.
Hello, everyone. I'm definitely glad to be here with you guys today. So I'm going to try and use the first little bit of the moment just to give you some tidbits about Point Loma and then end with a quick video. But myself, I'm Kelby Sarti. I'm the Assistant Director of Outreach here at Point Loma. So let's get started. So Point Loma Nazarene University is located in San Diego, California. We are built on 93 acres of beachfront property. So not a couple miles away, but we're built right in front of the ocean, which is really cool. So here you can see total population on campus. We only have 2,700 students max. Your average class size will run you around 23 students. As you get into those higher division courses, your classes will go anywhere from 6 to 12, depending on the major. You may even have a class of 1 or 2 students, which is a little scary because if you don't do your homework, they're gonna know. It's just you in there. So that's something that you definitely want to consider, but it's very, they definitely are wanting to teach you and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, which is really nice. We are a faith-based institution, but you do not have to specifically be Christian to attend Point Loma. We have over 40 different denominations represented on our campus. We do a lot of outreach, programs. We do a lot of ministry trips. Again, those are not mandatory. If you have a passion to help and serve, you can get involved with those things. We do have chapel 4 times a week. We ask freshmen and sophomore to go twice a week, juniors and seniors once a week. For me, I love to sing, but I'm an awful singer. I don't know if you guys can, vibe with me on that end. But Fridays we're usually praise and worship, and I loved going for those. I don't know about the people around me, but I enjoyed myself. Here's some tidbits about the university. So we actually have a 90% entry level to medical school, which is extremely high. Also, for the last 19 years, our nursing students have passed the NCLEX, which is the board certified testing, the first time they take it. So again, they're passing the NCLEX the first time they take it at a rate of 90%. Within our business department, under accounting, our accounting students are passing all 3 sections of their CP exam at a rate of 65%, which is, again, extremely high. We do offer over 60 different areas of study, and the students that graduate within 4 years, 91% are doing so within 4 years. So again, this is a little bit just to look into. Many of our programs have a master's component to it. So you can do, for example, business, 4 years for undergrad, add a year, and you'll finish your master's in business all within 5 years. So undergrad and master's all together. This is another thing I want to touch base with. 98% of our majors require you to take internships or else you don't graduate. We don't do that to be mean. We just want to make sure that you have a full understanding of what you're getting yourself into before you get there. For example, I myself wanted to work in peds. I'm a one from the institution. Long story short, I got to see a live birth, fainted, figured out, you know what? I don't think this is for me. Switched majors, went to business and psychology, did great in my graduate work. So I found my niche. So these are things that we want to make sure that you have a full understanding of what you're getting yourself into before, it's your senior year. You're like, I really dislike engineering. Why did I do this? We want to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into from the very beginning. We have over 50 different clubs and organizations. We are NCAA Division II, so you can see the scholarships that we have, or the sports that we have down there, and all the sports, they can cover full half or anything between when it comes to scholarships. And we are the Sea Lions. So that's our mascot. You can live on campus, all 4 years if you like. 67% of our students do. So I'm going to switch over to a quick video. I think that will probably give you a better idea of who we are.
Hi everyone, welcome to Point Loma Nazarene University. My name is Evie and I'm a senior communications major. I am one of many admissions ambassadors here at Point Loma. Point Loma is a small liberal arts college in sunny San Diego with sweeping views of the Pacific Ocean. Here at Point Loma, our average class size is 23 students with a student-faculty ratio of 14:1. We offer over 60 areas of study and have 2,700 students. Here at Point Loma, we are at a prime location, being so close to both the ocean and the downtown San Diego area. There is only one entry on and off campus, and we have our public safety officers that patrol 24/7, so we're always secure. We are Point Loma Nazarene University, and we encourage spiritual growth here in our community. Therefore, we offer 4 chapel services a week each week. We offer many ways for students to be involved and serve others through ministries off campus and also abroad. Here at Point Loma, our Career Center on campus is known as the Office of Strengths and Vocation. They're a great resource for resume building and finding internships. Point Loma's commercial music program is the perfect fit for students interested in the production and performance side of the music industry. Students have the opportunity to work and train alongside professors who have a history of success and experience within the industry. Welcome to Nicholson Commons, the central hub for our students here on campus. Behind me, we have a bookstore where we offer all of your Point Loma gear and textbooks. Here at Point Loma, we have a very strong study abroad program. In fact, a third of our student population will actually travel to the country of their choice for 1 semester. What makes traveling so easy for our students is the fact that you can take your Point Loma aid with you. Welcome to Golden Gymnasium, where you can find our nationally ranked basketball team. Golden Gymnasium is equipped with workout facilities that are available to all of our students throughout the year. Welcome to our beautiful Greek amphitheater. The Greek is special to our students because it's where we start and also end our journey here at Point Loma. Now we are overlooking Point Loma's athletic complex. Point Loma is an NCAA Division II school that offers a variety of sports as well as intramurals like ultimate frisbee. Young Hall is one of 8 dorms on campus and is ranked #1 surfing dorm by Surfer Magazine. Students enjoy Young Hall because it's so close to the beach, as well as the basketball courts and volleyball court. Thank you for joining me on this virtual tour. From strong academics to sweeping ocean views, Point Loma has so much to offer. From all of us on the admissions team, we look forward to welcoming you on campus soon.
So hopefully that helped you guys. Again, applications go up September 1st and November 15th. Normal admissions is February 15th. You can apply to us through the Common App or our own application online. We are test optional, so feel free to apply with transcripts and your letters of recommendation and the online application, and you're good to go. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. So now we have a few minutes left for some Q&A, and I'd ask that all of our presenters come back on camera and respond to this question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, we'll go in the order that you presented.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My answer to that, first of all, is make this a fun time and exciting time for you. So don't take it like super seriously. I know you're thinking about, but it's the next 4 years, 5 years, 6 years of my life. So, but just have fun with this process. As you saw today, there's 6 schools here that are so different that hopefully you're able to find something that you like from either each one of us, or something that kind of, that you're like, oh, that's something interesting that I want to do. So just make this process super fun. Don't stress yourself out, and also have some free time for yourself to do other things besides doing the full college search all day, every day.
Thank you, Terry Ann. My piece of advice would be to use the experts that are available to you, and that starts with your high school college counselor. And after them, it's the admissions counselors from the schools that you are considering, whether it be the 6 of us or someone else from the other 4,000 colleges and universities in this country. We're here to assist you, but we're not mind readers, nor are your college counselors. So ask for help. We're there to provide it.
Yeah, same thing along those lines. Please feel free to ask us any questions that burn your mind throughout the admissions process. I'd rather have you bug me 10 times a day, even ask the same thing I said in the presentation 10 minutes earlier. I would rather you know the information correctly the first time than find out in like May that something was wrong with your application.
I love that advice. Please do keep in touch. But I will say something different. I think y'all don't brag enough. I read a lot of applications where I don't find out all the cool stuff that you do until maybe your counselor or your teachers are telling us about it. I know it's really hard. You're not supposed to brag, but the college application is a time for you to really show up. Hey, here's what I'm all about. Here's what I love. Here's what I care about. And here's what I'm going to bring to your school. And the more excited I can get about you, more excited I can be when I tell all of my colleagues that we should admit you. So give us things to be excited about, and don't be afraid to show up for a little bit, because we know you do some pretty cool stuff.
I would just echo the other counselors and say, use your admissions counselor and just get as much information as you can. If you don't ask those questions, there's a saying, you don't know what you don't know. So just make sure that you're asking questions and feel confident and comfortable in asking those questions, because we really are here for you guys, to give you all the information that you need. So utilize your admissions counselor as much as you can.
Same, you guys all kind of covered it all. So, but I would say make sure when you guys are applying to the school that you guys are applying to schools that actually specialize in what you want to major. So if you want to do fashion, Montana's probably not the place you want to apply to. So I think that's one thing that's super important. Make sure that you know that the universities you're applying to actually have the major you want and are known for that major that you want to spend all that time and money for.
Excellent. Thank you all. And we are just about out of time for this session. So I want to say thank you for joining us. And when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we really do appreciate your feedback. And just a reminder that in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording and other recordings from this fair at strivescan.com/Hawaii. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your days.